Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome into the St. Johns County Show that's on in the afternoon. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day here today. We're about to be having a wonderful chat. I'm a great friend of ours, Tammy Morabito.
Love her. Yes, very excited.
From the Bailey Group.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a little game.
Oh, we like games. Yeah.
That's not a good Saw Guy impression.
We're gonna make insurance we're gonna get interesting today.
We're gonna get impressions going today. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, a lot of ins and outs, a lot of intricate details with insurance. So Tammy's going to clear it all up and make us feel secure in our insurance. Yeah.
There we go. All right, very cool. Looking forward to this. And, of course, we've got your funnies, your horoscopes, your events, all that good stuff. And we will start by telling you about our good friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Since 1949, been the absolute best in the car business. Great family-owned establishment built on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service. And right now they've got their From America for America program offering every single customer employee pricing, not just the discount you get for working for a dealer, but the same price Ford executives buy their cars for. It's amazing, and it's available to anyone. This is huge. Ford hasn't done anything like this in over 15 years. And it's a great time to get a monster deal. They're also looking for used vehicles. So if you've got a vehicle to trade in, you're going to get top dollar on it. They really want it from you. Check them out. Bozard Ford Lincoln right there off I-95 and State Road 16, where your satisfaction is their mission. And they are driven to inspire. Also, the Bailey Group.
Hey!
Life is full of beautiful moments, isn't it? Watching your kids grow, building a future with your loved ones, and creating memories that last a lifetime. But what happens when the unexpected occurs? At the Bailey Group, they believe that protecting your family's future is one of the most important decisions you can possibly make. And I would agree with them. Their comprehensive life insurance solutions ensure that no matter what life brings, your loved ones are financially secure. The Bailey Group is here to help you provide for your family's future, lift the burden of expenses and outstanding debts, and create a lasting legacy for future generations. With decades of experience, personalized plans, and commitment to your well-being, they make life insurance simple, accessible, and tailored to your needs. Let's secure your family's tomorrow today. Because of the Bailey Group, the motto is life. You live it, we protect it. Ooh, I love it.
Awesome.
904-461-1800. And if you call up there, you may get the distinct privilege to pay a visit to our friend Tammy.
Yay!
Tammy, how are you?
Hey, morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's it been?
It's been.
Right, I know. Because it's ever-changing, right?
I just can't believe it's already April.
I know. Can you imagine?
It's flown by.
Flying. So talk to us what's going on right now, what we need to be aware of, and then I understand we're going to play a little game.
We are. So right now, 2025, there was a lot of changes. Medicare the government has a cap on medication. So if you have a Part D drug plan, the out-of-pocket max is now $2,000. There's no more donut hole, which is a whole other old talk we won't bring up, but basically
it's not a tasty donut.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's $2,000 cap. There's payment plans on prescriptions now too, which makes things a little more affordable.
How are people receiving that? Is that a welcomed thing, or is it more?
I mean, it was, but it was also, anytime there's change, there's always confusion. And Medicare is not easy to begin with. So it was a constant reminder of, hey, let's run your meds again. Let's see if everything's good. You can't change your plan mid-year for Part D drug plans unless you have like a major life event, like moving, relocating to a new area where your plan's no longer offered.
Oh, okay.
So like when somebody gets a new medicine mid-year, they can't just say, hey, can I get a different plan? They have to roll with what they have.
Okay.
So that's, a constant educational piece. So Medicare, we just ended the Medicare Advantage open enrollment that ended at the end of March. So we have still things out there with contracts. As we talked about last time I was here, Baptist and Florida Blue weren't playing nice in the sandbox. That all went through. It was good. There was some changes there with contracts on providers, but still we worked around it. United Healthcare and UF Health are still negotiating, just waiting on updates. Everybody wants to know if something's going to happen there. Of course, we're just waiting too.
Didn't I hear something about Aetna?
Aetna did also. They came back. So Aetna is now back in network as of April 1st. Actually,
I feel like people are happy about that, right?
I think anybody's happy when, like, especially if you live in this area and you know, hey, if I get in an ambulance, where are they going to take me?
Right.
I know it's an emergency, but 9 out of 10 times, if you're going ambulance, you're probably going to stay overnight. So you want to make sure they're in network. And it's, when you're in an ambulance, you're like, hey, take me to this insurance company. That's not how it works. It's going to be wherever is closest.
True, yeah.
That's always the stressful part. And then finding a plan. And then doctors, the same thing. Doctors are constantly negotiating their contracts. So, like, you might have a provider that, on January 1st, when you got into your new plan, by March, they may not be in that plan anymore. So, and you can't change because that doctor.
Wow. So does that mean, what does that mean for the consumer?
So that person either wants to find a new doctor that's in network, or if you have a PPO or a benefit with out of network benefits, then they're going to be out of network, which, is more out of pocket costs for you. So it's a choice that you have to make, but that's with all insurance. That's group, that's individual, anything with the health insurance, you roll the dice. So.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Because I've got this little dice in front of me.
Oh,
here.
look at that.
Yeah. This is a heavy dice.
Yeah.
Where'd you get this?
Don't
Did you
hurt
steal
yourself.
this from a casino in Vegas?
This is
heavy.
a great, yeah.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah,
That's a noise.
Probably going to need like a pad or something.
I don't know. We'll take our chance. I think it's
Yeah.
tempered glass. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It'll be a good test.
Yeah. I'm gonna toss this right up in the air to our first one and see what happens. Are we doing this now? Should we go now?
It's up to you. I say it's a
So
pretty
what
good.
are we-
Is there anything else we need to cover?
No, I think this is perfect because this is
Yeah.
actually going to cover everything that we need to talk about today. So there are different characters. You're going to roll the die. You're going to find out the number. Then we have a list in front of us.
Okay.
And then you're going to be the character. Okay.
So
Role play.
basically,
so
we're
these-
meeting. I'm
okay.
meeting with that person. We're gonna do a quick. How can the Bailey Group help you?
Love
Okay.
this.
Whoever
right.
you may be.
All right.
So you've been practicing very well these last few weeks. Let's see if you can do this.
Yeah, well, I'm good at impressions I know, so this is going to be very interesting because
Yeah.
these are just people you guys made up.
True.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
I love it.
Davey's
I love it.
amazing.
It's improv time out here. I love it. Let's
This
do
is
it.
payback for anything.
So I just roll the dice, right?
Yep. Roll the die.
All right. I'm going to throw it up in the air and see what happens.
Oh
do it.
God, my.
Two.
Two.
Okay. Oh.
There we go.
So you got Earl Bubba Jenkins.
Earl Bubba Jenkins. Okay. So my job is to just.
You're going to say what's in the quote. So
Okay.
he's
so
under
my job is to read the quote. Okay.
yeah,
great.
he's under 65,
All right.
single dad, part-time work.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hey
let's-
Tim, it's old Bubba. I know we ain't seen each other in a little while. I've been a little, I've been scared to come in offices lately. It's but you guys got a big, beautiful office, so I had to come by and check it out. But look, I ain't had insurance since the goat incident. What am I supposed to do?
First of all, I want to know what the goat incident was.
Tammy knows all about the goat incident. Me and her have talked
I
about
made
this.
notes.
Yeah.
So he has an accident policy. We're good. Okay, so are you still driving that truck on the side? You
This
still
is not
parked?
in my quotes, but I'm gonna say yes.
And you have twin girls, by the way.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Damn, I didn't even know that, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy.
So do we need insurance for just you or you and the girls?
Damn, I'm gonna say me and the girls.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so you're under 65. The girls are how old? Remember, they're twins.
Oh yeah, right. So I was gonna say 13 and 16, but that wouldn't be right.
That wouldn't be right.
So I will say 13.
And Bubba, how old are you these days?
64.
Oh, so they're okay.
Yep. I'm under 65.
Those babies were late in life.
Hey, look, I had what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know a little something about that, don't you?
And what's your home zip code? Where are we living these days? Are we still?
32084.
That's a lot of numbers.
No, only 1 3. I apologize. 32084. But we can have those 3 numbers on the end too. I think it's 953 or something like that.
All right. So I promise I have a more serious face when we do this in real life. But same time.
Yeah, Tim, you're really, I don't know why you're laughing in my face here. This never happened before when I came here. Can I switch agents? You got somebody else in the office I can talk to. I'm sorry.
Geez.
Go ahead. You're my favorite, Tammy.
Okay.
I wouldn't switch nobody but you. That time she made me the grits was amazing. I came into her office and it's just grits and hash browns and, and sausage and biscuits.
So, Bubba, what's going on? Are the girls okay? Everybody healthy?
I mean, I don't really know. I just found out I had these girls today. So I'm going to say yes. They're only 13. What could be too wrong with them?
Okay. That's the time of life where insurance does pay attention, but you have one more year till you're 65 in the Medicare world. So are we going to claim these girls on taxes in 2025?
Is that going to get me any tax money back?
Very possible.
Okay, then I'm going to say we are going to. I don't know their social security numbers. Is that going to be a problem?
We're going to be okay for now. We're just going to play around with these numbers. So with these girls at 13 and you now claiming them, what is your household income going to be?
I just realized I was 51 when I had these girls. My household income?
Yes.
What's it going to be when I'm 65 or what's it going to be right now?
In 2025,
all right.
What are you projecting your gross income to be?
Oh, it's all gross. I mean, none of it's good. Let's see. I would say I'm going to project it to be about $37,000.
$37,000.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm living life in St. Augustine.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. No. But so the positive side is the marketplace, which is the healthcare.gov website, also nicknamed Obamacare, is going to give you $1,278 towards your premium.
That's great.
Oh,
that
sounds good to me.
However, there is a catch. And we have a slide, maybe. Wink, wink.
We got slides.
The graphic. Yes,
we got fancy in this office now.
It's up, yes.
Okay, so that slide shows what the income guidelines are for 2025, and you would be a household of 3.
Is that an eye test? I can barely see that. E7. Oh, sorry.
For a family of 3, the minimum income is $25,820, and you're in the 100 to 150% federal poverty level. So the girls are going to be kicked to the state Medicaid program.
All right.
So we're going to be able to get coverage for you by May 1st, as long as we have a qualified life event, which actually with that income we do. The government says that if your income is between 100 and 150% federal poverty level, you can enroll anytime during the year and make a change every month if you wish.
Oh, all right.
So
that's cool. I didn't know that.
That's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because, of course, here we are in the middle of the year, don't make more money.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right?
Okay.
Or else I'm going to have to pay more money.
You're going to have to
pay more money. Or else I'm going to have to get
right.
more in cash.
Right.
Yeah, he's buried in the backyard.
The girls will have to go to Medicaid, which they may or may not be approved depending on, tax information, financials, and all that other fun stuff.
Better than them going to jail. That's where I was when I was 13.
That is very true. But that's good insurance there, too.
All right.
That's free insurance. You get a meal every day and gym membership.
True, yeah.
Wow, really?
Garden club.
So I can not be 430 pounds for the first time in my life.
Right.
I love this woman right here.
So for you alone, we're looking at plans that start at $0. You would get a free plan with that income. We represent Florida Blue and their products. So with Florida Blue, I would probably be talking about, what doctors you need, who are you wanting to use, and that's a whole other long story, which we can schedule more time for that. But you're looking at a very nice silver plan with a 0 deductible, $2,000 out of pocket for no premium.
Wow. God dang, Tammy.
Okay.
This is why I keep coming back to you year after year after year.
Government makes me look like a hero, but just don't forget when you make more money during the year, you do have to let us know. We have to change your income so then at the end of the year, If your income is higher than what you projected, you won't owe taxes.
Right.
Okay, because it does true up at tax time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tammy, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. The consultations are always great. And
Great.
please don't go gossiping around the office about that goat incident when I
That's
leave.
right.
Yeah.
Well, nobody
All
knows
right,
about
thank
the
you.
goat.
The
Thank
goat.
you.
We're talking about the 13-year-old at this point.
I'm a spry old man.
We'll be talking soon. I'm sure I'm going to see some of your relatives very soon.
Probably. All right.
Let's roll the
Let's
die.
see.
He has to come out of
3.
character, too.
That's
Loretta?
right. That's hard to do.
Loretta Sue May Delaney.
All
She
right.
is also under 65, but just moved to Florida.
Getting in character
Yeah,
here. I've got to really
You got to change
feel
that.
out the character. That's right.
I feel like I walked into a Cracker Barrel without a reservation. I smoke a lot, Tammy. Help me, Tammy. It's Loretta Sue May, Tammy. In case you didn't recognize me from my voice.
Well, welcome to Florida, Loretta. How has your transition been?
It's hot as hell down here.
And where were you before?
It's funny I have a southern accent, but I just moved to down south. I came from Long Island, lived there my whole life. Can't you tell?
Okay. Well, that's a big transition. New York to Florida, there's a lot of differences in the insurance world. So we're going to try to make this easy for you. How old are you?
I'm under 65. I don't like to say my age. You know, a lady never tells her age. But I'm in great health, Tammy.
Okay, but you are a tobacco user, so you're going to be
I
charged.
didn't say that.
Okay.
You said you were a smoker.
Well, I didn't say I smoked tobacco.
Okay, well, if
Oh.
you don't smoke tobacco, we're good. But if you smoke tobacco, there is a tobacco surcharge.
I
So,
do smoke tobacco.
okay, well, we're going to just make sure because if, God forbid, you're diagnosed with something, we don't want them to cancel your claim.
Okay,
so we're going to
Miss
say
Tammy.
tobacco. Are you single?
Oh,
You're
honey, I'm technically single, but boy, men running through my yard like a freeway some days. I tell you what.
Good for
I
her.
just, me and Bubba Jenkins.
Oh, we know, Bubba. So with your current situation, is there an actual legal marriage or are we single on paper?
There's no legal marriage, honey.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
So we're single and we're close to 60, but maybe not 60. How old are we?
I'm 32.
Oh, okay. 32, female, single. What is your income? What do you think it's going to be?
Probably, if I had to guess, about $250,000.
Whoa! You're doing pretty good for yourself.
It's all, a lot of it's cash, though. Does that matter?
That does matter. So we need to talk about what you're going to tell the IRS at the end of this year.
I'm gonna tell the IRS about 15,000.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a huge difference. So
Yeah, well-
we won't ask questions. We'll just keep going here.
For the sake of this game, should I make more money than that or less?
Well, per our chart, $15,060 is the magic number. So how about we say 16,000, or if we want to roll the dice even more, we could say 30,000 to make things interesting.
Let's go with whatever you think would make this more interesting, darling.
Okay, so for a single person, female, that is a smoker, and we're saying 32. And where did you move? Are you in St. Johns County or did you move somewhere else?
I'm in Silverleaf.
Silverleaf. Okay, so we're still St. Johns County. And for 30,000 female with no dependents, tobacco smoker,
Well,
what do you think? We're not really sure, but we're going to say you're using cigarettes with tobacco. You're going to get $455 off your premium. Unfortunately, your rates are going to increase a lot higher because of that tobacco use. The lowest cost plan in the Florida healthcare system, which is the sister company of Florida Blue. It's a limited network, and we could talk about it. I do want to talk about some of your doctors and health concerns that you may have, but you're looking at premiums starting at $34 a month and going up.
Oh, honey, I can't afford that.
I understand, but
What
there
if she
is
quit
some-
smoking? How does that change it?
I was going to say, do I have to report to them that I'm smoking?
Yeah.
You do technically if you said it, but if you were a non-smoker, it would be free. The rate,
Wow.
yes, the rate.
Well, I'm giving up right now, honey. I'm
We
done
have to do
smoking.
this for at least 6 months. The reason being is if 6 months from now you're, not diagnosed with any cause due to smoking, which we can go through the whole like COPD list and all that fun stuff. We don't want claims disturbed. So something definitely that all these programs do offer help with quitting. So hopefully when you get on the insurance, we can get you in those programs. And a few months from now, we might be able to make some changes.
That's awesome.
This is why I love you, Tammy. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, darling.
Let's get you insured and we'll talk about those options and get more detail. But
Perfect.
we will be setting that appointment up. Maybe we'll meet in person at another time. And we'll go from there.
I'll wear my good Chanel cologne.
There we go.
Number 5.
Okay.
All right.
Last one. Here we go.
Yep. Hopefully you get somebody.
4.
Four.
Yes!
Happy. All
All
right.
right. Now it's fun.
All right, Tammy. It's good to see you again. Thank you for visiting me at the hospital last week and at the home the week before. They keep saying advantage this and supplement that. I don't know. All my supplements come from Joe Rogan and Alex Jones. What? I don't know about supplements.
Well, hopefully we can tell you what supplement really means. I know you're turning 65, so
I
happy
am.
birthday.
Thank you.
I know it's only April and you're turning 65 in August, I believe, correct?
You are so good. My kids don't even remember that.
That is great. Well, we're always telling our clients 3 months prior to your birthday, we want to, reach out and talk to you again about what's the next transition. So we're going to talk about Medicare. Are you collecting Social Security right now?
Should I be?
Well, if you're not, that's okay.
Okay, what's better for this conversation?
So Social Security income really has no effect on your Medicare plan, except if you are collecting Social Security right now prior to turning 65, which you could have started at age 62, you will automatically be enrolled in the original federal program of Medicare Part A and B. So if you're collecting Social Security, you should be receiving your Medicare card any day now, which is going to show your effective date of your birth month. So you'll get your Medicare card. It will have A and B effective August 1st. That card is what helps us move forward with finding a plan that fills the gap that Medicare leaves behind. Because A and B is not free, number one, and does not cover everything where you have no out-of-pocket. Where I come in is we try to find out what Pappy needs. Does Pappy need an Advantage plan? Can he afford a supplement plan? And Medicare.
I don't like when people talk about me like I'm not in the room.
Well, you are going to know all about this, and you're going to go home and talk to your kids about it and educate them on your
My
choices.
kids don't like me very much.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, that's
well,
because, yeah.
they might like you after you're on Medicare. We don't know, but we'll see
I
what
hope
happens.
so. It's lonely, Tammy.
Well, I come and visit you pretty regularly these
Yes,
days.
you do. You're the only one all year.
So, Pappy, tell me what's going on with medication. Are you taking any medication?
Oh, all the medications. Yes.
So the prescribed,
Cholesterol, diabetes,
all the fun stuff.
all of it.
So when we meet again, I'm going to ask you, and maybe it's better if I do come out to the house because I know you have all of your medicine in a certain area. And we want to make sure.
The living room table.
We want to make
the
sure.
dog gets a lot of it, Tammy.
We need to make sure that stuff is in your, in the, I guess, evaluation. We need to make sure I'm putting in the right information. So when we sit down, I need a list of your medications with the dosage. We need to talk about what doctors you've been seeing lately and what.
My love life is none of your business, Tammy.
Well, okay. Well,
I've been seeing all the doctors.
Well, hopefully they're taking good care of you, and they're going to take care of you after August 1st with hopefully a new plan. The Advantage plan's probably going to meet your needs because I know financially things are a little tight and we want to make sure that we have good coverage for you at a low cost. And you're used to paying copays right now, so that's probably a good plan. But if we could afford a supplement or Medigap plan, that may be even better because that gives you the freedom to just go where you want. And I know you don't like to say, who's my doctor? You just want to go where you want to go.
That's right.
So the supplement plan may be best for you, but we're going to figure that out together. Our next meeting, we're going to get into it with talking about your doctors again and that medication list. It's very important to do that. You can't just pick what your neighbor has. So we need to talk about what Pappy wants.
Tammy, this is so great. Thank you so much. I always love coming by to see you. You are just my favorite person.
Well, you're my favorite too, and I can't wait to meet with you again.
Me too.
So good.
That's fun.
That was great.
I like that.
Oh my
But it brought a
gosh.
really cool perspective of like different kinds of people out there, and they have
Right.
all different kinds of coverage. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we're in St. Augustine anymore.
Love you,
I don't
Tammy.
think half of those people knew where they were.
Tammy, amazing.
But they knew they loved you, and they
That's
knew
all
you
right.
gave
That's
them
the
great
best part.
service. That's right.
And we do. We meet with every, any from young to old. It doesn't matter. We're here to help you guys. So
That's amazing.
What's the difference between like going online to get insurance and dealing with a real person, especially a local person?
yeah. So the biggest challenge I think is the education side of it is if you go online, which there's websites we even share to like tell our clients like, hey, check it out, but do not any website you go on once it asks for your email or phone number, don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You do that and your phone's going to ring off the list. Now, I will say at the Bailey Group, the contact me, we do not share your information. It is not sold, so it's coming right
That's
to our
good.
leads list. So you could fill that out and you'll get assigned to an agent. We'll call you back. But there's other websites out there, healthcare.gov even, Health Sherpa, which we actually use. I tell all my clients, if you play with it, do not give that information. You will hate life. Because your phone, we all know we get spam now, but then you're getting like constant sales calls. So
It happened to me, and you took care of it right
yeah.
away. It was amazing.
Yeah, and
I literally was getting like 4 calls a day.
yeah, and then there's also, so you were also getting the customer service side behind the actual carrier. So the carrier, when you're on like specifically like HMOs, they want to make sure that you're going to do your wellness. So they're very proactive in making sure that you're doing what you just bought a policy, use it. We want to make sure you're healthy, that kind of stuff. But it does get a little annoying. And the nice thing is when you work with an agent, you make that phone call, we make the phone call for you and it will go away. So I think the going online is great for educational purposes, but then the bombarding, if, you enter information is going to, feel like a harassment.
And it gets really complicated. I mean, like a lot of the characters we just talked about, it's very twisted to the tail
yeah.
of it. Supplemental,
You literally-
Medicaid, all of it. I have no
Yeah.
idea, but you do. So that's
Right.
amazing.
And I literally sit there. I feel like I play a really good game of cups. I think I've said that as like you're kind of shuffling. And then it's like I have sat down with one of my clients, and if he's listening, he'd probably go, oh, she's talking about me. But we sat down, we went over his group policy, then we went if he leaves his group policy, and then it's like his children and his wife, and then he's turning 65. Like every scenario you can think of, we sat there for like an hour and a half, like just, and then of course summarizing it so he understands, because then he has to go home and explain it to his wife and the kids and who's doing what.
Which is important. And that's
It
when
is
you're going
very
to use your
important.
benefits if you understand them.
Right. That's the main goal. And then the nice thing is working with someone like the Bailey Group, we are here to service our clients. So we're not a one-stop shop. Like you don't talk to me once a year. Some people do, but If they have issues, they'll call and say, hey, I got a bill. I need to know, am I supposed to pay this? And then we educate them on how to look up their explanation of benefits. Doesn't match, were you billed correctly?
Yeah, that's another thing too.
And then
I just found out from Peppy, you visit, your customers.
And I do. We do at home, visits to an extent, but we do have the office off of 312 that everybody is welcome to come in and set up meetings. We do a lot. COVID did, of course, teach us all how to work from home. So we do that 90% of the time. My goal also is to go in the community. I do a lot of educational workshops, especially with Medicare. I go to our groups. So the groups that we work with at the Bailey Group, I set up meetings with the HR representative and I go and do seminars. I was just at Baker County School District, met with some of their, soon to be retirees so they can understand what their choices are. So it's,
cool.
I joke because I thought I'd never be a political person. Insurance is very political and I would never be a salesperson. And it's salesy, but it's not really salesy. But I always wanted to be a teacher. And I think in this field, that's where I'm educating people on their choices. And it's important because if you buy crap, you're going to get crap.
Absolutely.
If you're right. And you got to be careful. So,
that's right.
But yeah, stay offline, call the Bailey Group.
I love it.
Yeah. Good advice for everybody, honestly. Tammy, thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you. That was fun.
Awesome
So much
job.
better than just sitting here.
That was pretty good. I'll give you this dice back. The police are looking for it.
It's really cool, right?
I'll see you at Best Bet later.
Exactly. You'll be in handcuffs. I will be.
Well, thanks so much, guys.
Awesome job.
Thank you, Tammy.
right.
That was great. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like that.
It's great because, Tammy doesn't have to look at notes. She doesn't have to do any of that. She understands these situations. You come to her with any situation, man.
Yep.
And she's going to be able to get you set up on the right path for you.
Absolutely.
Which is very, very impressive. And that is why you deal with locals above folks on the internet, as well as all the reasons she just mentioned.
Yep.
Hey, you can sit back and relax as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine's history, culture, and old world charm while you experience unforgettable views on their open-air trolleys. Guests can enjoy the city's European flavor, the brick-lined streets, and the sights, such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. 90-minute tour, 22 stops, more than 100 points of interest, and you can use your ticket all day for on and off reboarding. Trolley tickets include free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, free shuttle service to many area hotels, and free access to the St. Augustine Beach Bus Shuttle Service. They are the Old Town Trolleys. They are the green trains. We love them, and you're going to love them as much as we do.
And Floridians, let's talk about something we take very seriously. That's heating and air conditioning. We're not fans of being left in a frenzy of hot mess of humidity, right? So when was the last time you had somebody come over and give a good inspection and make sure everything's running efficiently? Well, for a fabulous 45 years, All American Air has been the AC hero of St. Augustine and beyond. We're talking St. John's, Flagler, Duval, and Putnam counties. They're not just the experts, they're the cool cats of warranty and non-warranty service work. They also have preventative maintenance agreements, new construction installations, and rocking high efficiency systems from Lennox Wonders to the ultra-smart iComfort thermostat. They've got all your HVAC products in sight. Go give them a call today, 904-461-0070.
And our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar right there in beautiful downtown St. Augustine on the Orange Street side of St. George Street. It's just a wonderful place to hang, talk to their staff. Their staff's great. They're great people. They have a lot of fun, but they also know their stuff when it comes to wine. Their TikTok videos are great.
They're amazing. And they're hiring full-time for a full-time bartender right now. It's brand like those spots don't last long. Yeah.
Right. And that's a good job.
Great team to work with.
Yeah, man, definitely. And they really do scour the globe to bring back the best wines possible to St. Augustine. They've got over 95 wines for you to choose from. Just an incredible selection that you're not going to find anywhere else. Literally, you won't find it anywhere else. Bin 39 for St. George Street. Give them a call, 904-827-5740. All right. Horoscopes.
Ooh.
Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Okay. Cancer. Today, your emotions will overflow like an eager toddler at a water park, but with significantly less joy. Every interaction will resemble those painfully awkward holiday dinners with relatives you distinctly dislike. Expect to be triggered by everything, including inanimate objects, weather patterns, and possibly an emotional support gerbil.
No, wow.
No.
Oh, gerbils.
Your best bet is to hide in a pillow fort of your own sorrows. Every cloud has a silver lining, though, right? Oh, wait, not this one. That's sad. Leo, you're an untamed lion on the prowl. But what you might actually capture is the deep frustrating of knocking over your morning coffee. Deep frustration of knocking over your morning coffee.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst, especially if you spill it on something important, like your dick.
Ah, that would burn.
That would burn.
Yikes.
Yeah, your friend. Not your friend.
Okay,
Richard.
that's true.
We should probably cut that part out. It's a day of grand plans and epic fails. Like trying to, but it's true.
It is
like
true.
Trying to reenact a Shakespeare play with your elderly neighbor's poodle as the lead. No one will understand your majestic proclamations, but it's okay. Their opinions never matter. Just like those poodles who bark at everything for no reason. Acceptance? Ha! That's for people who care.
Wow.
Yikes. Virgo. Precision is usually your thing, Virgo, but today you'll have the clarity of a foggy window in a sleet storm. Spreadsheets might mysteriously delete themselves, and your overly organized pantry could spontaneously combust into chaos uniquely designed to drive you insane. If you thought things couldn't get any worse, you're probably right, but don't count on staying that way. Smile through the turmoil. The universe finds it hilarious when you lose.
Oh, wow.
Wow, lots going on.
Well, you won't be a loser if you show up to the Kava and Canvas Lounge pop-up event happening this Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. There's going to be live music with the Morrow band. That's going to be exciting. The Morrow family band, excuse me. And this is also in with Unified Tattoo on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard.
Nice.
So yeah, you can head on down there. But yeah, introducing Kava and Canvas Lounge pop-up event. Experience a unique fusion of creativity and refreshment at their craft mocktail lounge and art gallery. Proudly presented by Unified Tattoo Company, is a collaboration with Going Green Social and Little Blue Cooler Productions. That's cool. That's a cool name. Yeah. Indulge in an exquisite selection of craft mocktails. This is all the rage. I'm seeing a lot of more mocktail events happening. People, it's a non-alcoholic. It's a whole new movement. The younger people are not drinking like us.
It's wild.
It's wild, right?
Really, they're going really non-alcoholic. Mike Davis's daughter has a very successful non-alcoholic wine or champagne business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's wild,
It is cool. So yeah, this event's completely alcohol-free, super fun. April 17th, 5 p.m. till they don't know. You have to be 18 or over. And,
I like that.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. Shout out to Kelly who sent that over.
Very cool.
Hey, Pachakacha, Volume 23. The show must go on. It's exactly 12 years since they had their very first Pachakacha night in St. Augustine. That's awesome.
Wow.
Welcoming back quite a few alumni speakers on this round, as well as some new ones. Dog Rose will be serving up delicious craft beer as food from their very own food truck. They're doing great with that, by the way.
Yeah.
Exact starting time of the talks will be announced. But yeah, check out Pachakacha St. Augustine. Save the date, Wednesday, May 14th, 6 o'clock p.m. The show must go on.
That's great, man. I remember going to see yours.
Yeah.
You did that a couple of years ago. And how was that experience? Was there a lot of nerves going into that?
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
it was like good nerves, just because you have 20 slides and you have a certain amount of seconds for each slide to be able to, but it was a lot of fun. It teaches you the art of storytelling, which is great. And you have all these different stories from all these different people. I mean, I had, Kurt with us who did that incredible film called DOA. Yeah, it was such a great team of people over there.
Yeah, man. Very cool.
Hey, say Epic Behavioral Healthcare, the Taste of St. Augustine is coming up. The 15th annual Epic Race to the Taste is on Sunday, April 27th. When you register for the race for the Taste, you get an entry to the Taste of St. Augustine that night. Very, very cool. You can also volunteer and have fun with your friends, civic clubs, business organizations. They need some volunteers. So check that out. I'll put the link in comments. All proceeds of both events will benefit Epic Behavioral Healthcare, which has been supporting our community since 1973.
And that's a great event too, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can't miss that one.
Went there last year and spent lots of tickets and got unbelievable food.
Well, I think this year, I told you that you get that VIP pass. You get a doggy bag container so you can take stuff home.
That is the move, man.
Love that.
Yep.
You know what else is the move?
What's the move?
Panache. They've been living the fabulous life since 1987. They invite you to their pamper party. Their mission is simple. They're to sprinkle joy from head to heart, one guest at a time, from a cheek haircut to a soul-soothing massage. The team is all about pampering you to the max. They've got that big raffle going on for Kansas Riverkeeper right now. The orchids are amazing, so go down there, get an arm's length of raffle tickets and an orchid. That'll be beautiful. Go to getpanache.com and get with it, boo.
Yeah.
All right. I've got the funniest cooking accidents and fails today.
Okay.
All right. This first one is a light bulb moment. Today was the last day I made salad with this lettuce, and then a light bulb fell on my shelf and shattered perfectly in the bowl.
Oh.
She had to order pizza. Yeah. Just pizza's better
That'll blend
anyway.
right in with the salad,
Yeah,
too.
don't
do
even
that.
try. Yeah. Next up, fiance accidentally left a pot of simple syrup on the stove, and wow, that looks like an asteroid, right?
It really does. I can sell that to a museum.
Crazy. Mosquito museum.
Yeah, well, they'll buy anything. They spend a lot of money recklessly.
Unbelievable. Next up, my mixer took its own life. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, it's not a cheap mixer either.
Right?
Next up, I forgot to put water on my Easy Mac. Yikes. That was 3 minutes of a fail. Yuck.
Jeez, it looked like it caught on fire in there.
Next up, do you think this guy's lunch is done? I think it's blending in with the stove there. Hot point, apparently. Next up, how not to cook spaghetti squash.
Oh.
What did you put it in?
Okay.
That's crazy. How long was it in there? Next up, croissant on fire.
Okay.
Wow.
I want my croissant extra crispy.
Seriously.
Please.
Next up, I tried to boil some eggs.
Oh.
Spider web there.
Yeah.
Next up, that's how crooked my house is. You might.
Oh, wow.
Do you need a foundation
Damn,
repair?
you got time to look at that foundation for sure.
And finally, well, today I found out the bottom of my blender is detachable.
How do you not know that?
Has happened to me before. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Oh, yeah, that looks bad.
Ugh.
That looks rough. All right, great show. Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for Tammy for coming in, all you guys out there for watching, and Rick for pressing the buttons. We'll see you guys in the morning.
Bye, everybody.